In Portugal, you have two ways to flush the toilet. More water, less water. Always save water. I've been here in Portugal for the past couple of months, and I've noticed quite a few things that make you stop and go, Now, it could be something as simple as just taking out the trash. In the US, when you go to take out your trash, you usually just go to your front yard or your backyard, put your trash in the trash can, and then a dump truck comes and picks it up on a designated trash day. But in Portugal, it's a lot different. You have to take your trash down the street to the designated trash area, and there's only one that's for non-recyclable materials, but everything else is separated. So you've got your plastic, you've got your glass, you've got your paper and cardboard, and there's even one for compost, which I think that everybody should have this. This is one of the things that I think Portugal does a lot better than the United States, and we should all copy them. There's no trash can specifically for toilets. They even have this kind of recycling in the trash cans at the mall. Something that really confused me at first was which floor of the building is which, and I may or may not have been stuck a few times in elevators, especially in parking garages, trying to figure out what level I was going to. Everything's labeled differently. When I was in Lisbon, I was on the first floor, but it was actually the third floor. And I still don't understand why it was called the first floor. Because in the US, this would be the first floor, but not in Portugal. I don't know what this floor is. Maybe it's floor 0. This is the first floor. This is the first floor. I know. In the US, when you get out of the shower, you probably have your towel hanging on a normal towel rack, but no, not in Portugal. Here, they have heated towel racks, and I don't know why this isn't a thing in the US too, because it's amazing. Who doesn't want hot, fluffy towels when they get out of the shower? I mean, come on. Perfect for drying clothes too. Plugs. In the US, your plugs probably look like this, but in Portugal, they look like this, and sometimes they have a cap covering the plug. I've also noticed that oftentimes the plugs are halfway up the wall, whereas in the US, they're always near the floor. In the US, we mostly have sliding glass doors that open like so. But in Portugal, doors and windows have a different handle on them. And actually, I love the windows because you can open them in two different ways. You can open them this way, or you can turn the handle up and you can just crack them open from the top, and it's genius. This entire door opens from the top. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. Lock it down. Parking is also free. Everywhere. I don't remember the last time I saw free parking in the United States. When I was younger, I don't remember this being such a thing, but recently it feels like every square inch of the metropolitan United States is pay to park. Another win for Portugal. Can just park on the streets, no big deal. Love it. It's even free in the parking garages at the mall. Also, most cars are diesel rather than gas. In Portugal, you put in your gas before you pay. Another thing I like is that everyone stops for you in the crosswalk, even if there's not a light or a sign that says that you can cross. I've had people stop as I was walking behind them and wait for me to cross the street. Thank you. There we go. Now, there are plenty of places in the US where people will stop to give pedestrians the right of way. But in Miami or in Florida, 3 things will happen. A, they will pretend that they don't see you and just keep going. B, they will speed up when they see you crossing the crosswalk so that they can cross before you. Or C, if they do have to stop, they will let you know their displeasure by squealing their tires as they leave. It's not cool. So I do really love that in Portugal, people are just so polite. They will patiently wait for you to cross the crosswalk. They'll smile at you, and many people also hold the door for you when you go in and out of a building. So they do that a bit in the US too, but I've noticed it more often here. When it comes to grocery shopping, the Portuguese also do things differently. They have these produce stores that you'll find on almost every street corner where you can get very low cost fruits and vegetables. We're talking a couple of euros per kilo. If they need to get other things that are packaged or processed foods, they'll buy those at the regular supermarket like this Bom Dia, but for produce, they go to the corner market. I've also noticed that takeaway and delivery food from apps like Uber Eats or Bolt is a lot cheaper and faster than it is in the United States. In the US, you could easily pay $30 or $40 to get Postmates delivered, and it could take an hour or more, whereas in Portugal, it might cost you 10 to 20 euro and only take 10 to 20 minutes to be delivered. But one thing that surprised me is how late cafes and coffee shops open in Portugal. In America, your local Starbucks surely opens around 6 a.m., but in Portugal, your neighborhood coffee shop could open at 8, 9, or even 10 a.m. This is bad news if you need your caffeine fix early in the morning, but it's good news for breakfast because at many restaurants in Portugal, they serve breakfast all day long. Other types of restaurants are a bit different though, because they will typically close between lunch and dinner and not open again until 7 or 8 p.m. So you definitely won't find any American style early bird dinner specials in Portugal. Water fountains, strangely, are also different. In the US, our water fountains look like this, and half the time they're not working. But in Portugal, they have a lot more power. I'm glad I tried this before drinking out of it because it's very, very intense. In the US, Christmas decorations start coming out around Halloween, but in Portugal, we are in December and the decorations still aren't completely out yet. They don't start putting them up until December 1st. So it's a couple months later than in the US. The US loves to celebrate Christmas for longer than Portugal. Which of these surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below, and check out these videos right here for more about living or traveling in Portugal.